Hello, and welcome to Realizations with Clarissa, a podcast sharing weekly lessons on productivity through well being. I'm your host, Clarissa Dunan, and every week I'll be sharing stories, realizations, and the lessons I'm learning while I'm figuring out paano ba magkaroon ng more fulfilling relationships, lasting happiness, and productivity, both at home and at work. Expect tips on how you can enjoy a quiet mind every day and feel more confident and secure at marami pang iba to bring more positive feelings into your day. If you are ready to explore these realizations with me, remember to follow and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you enjoy the podcast, please leave us a rating and a review. It will really help us to reach and inspire more listeners. Together, we can spread positive feelings even further. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. At dahil malapit ng mag-Valentine's Day, ang topic natin ay about romantic relationships. Ayan, paano ba maging masaya sa relationship na hindi lang yung tipong masaya from time to time, but masaya every day, o di ba? Every moment. Yung tipong kahit ilang taon mo na yan na kasama yung asawa mo, every day kinikilig ka pa din, in love ka pa din. Ay, posible pala yon. And for a very long time, akala ko hindi yun posible, lalo na sa akin, sa aming mag-asawa. Kasi syempre normal sa buhay mag-asawa, may ups and downs, magkakainisan, may mga times na ang tagal mo makalimutan, yung inis, yung ganon. And sabi ko, naku, paano ba magta-turn around yung relationship namin? And syempre, marami din akong ginawang personal development, may mga sinet na boundaries, nakailang beses mag-usap about the boundaries, etc. Pero itong isi-share ko sa inyo today, ito yung pinaka malaking naging impact sa marriage ko. And sobrang laking impact na tinuro ko din sa kanya. Sabi ko, babe, ito yung trinay ko for a week. And sobrang nagbago talaga how I feel about you, about our relationship, about myself. And what if ito gawin mo din, pareho tayo na maging focus. And trinay niya din, nagkaroon kami ng agreement and sobra grabe. Sobrang ibang-iba na yung marriage namin. And that's why I'm very, very excited to share this with you, lalo na mag-Valentine's Day na. And I really want you to try this. Be open-minded about this. Kasi syempre, sabi nga natin, saan ka kukuha ng relationship advice? Doon sa taong happily married, happy sa relationship niya. Diba? So, 11 years na kaming kasal and every day I'm still, kumbaga sabihin natin, minsan speechless pa din pag tinitingnan siya na grabe. I'm so thankful. I am very honored to have this man in my life. Okay, so ano ba yung practice na yan? But before I share that with you, i-share ko muna ano yung common practice sa paligid. Ito yung antagal-tagal naming prinactice. At ito din yung nakikita kong pinapractice ng karamihan. At ito yung mga nakikita ko sa mga magazines. Ito yung mga sinasabi sa social media. At ang common practice ay yung, sige, mag-complain ka ng mag-complain. I-criticize mo ng i-criticize yan. Tell them that they're wrong. Fix the other person. If you're not happy kung ano yung ginagawa niya, nako, change that person. Change what they're doing. Change them. Pero ang nakita ko, it did not work in my relationship. At malamang sa malamang yung mga na-observe ko din around me who's practicing this, hindi din happy kasi syempre, ano yung impact kapag ganun? Ang impact kapag ganun, kapag ikaw parating ganun yung focus mo, what's wrong with your partner? Syempre ikaw stressed ka lagi, irritated, annoyed, and unhappy. Alright, pero I just want to say that I am going to talk about a regular relationship na may ups and downs, may mga inisan. I won't really be talking about an abusive relationship kasi ibang eksena yon, right? But if you are in an abusive relationship, please prioritize your safety. Please seek help. And remember, you are not called to be a punching bag. Okay? So, kung hindi man yan, you're not in an abusive relationship, so itong advice ko today will apply to you. Okay, and ano naman yung magiging impact kapag halimbawa, yan nga, yung common practice na always complaining, always criticizing, always looking at what's wrong with your partner. Anong impact niyan sa partner mo? Siyempre, natural, the other person will feel threatened, will feel insecure. Kasi siyempre, lahat ng mga mali sa kanya, yun yung napapansin natin. O, di ba? So, they're walking on eggshells. O, tapos, siyempre, magiging defensive din sila. Okay? At syempre kapag parating silang nakikriticize or we don't give them the opportunity to be understood or sila din, they won't really listen to us. They won't really listen to us until they feel heard. And kung hindi natin sila pinapakinggan and if we're not doing our best to understand them, pareho na, 'di ba? Na kumbaga hindi na productive yung conversation, ayaw na mag-cooperate nung isa. Okay, and tayo, yung brain natin, meron tayong mirror neurons. Ano ibig sabihin niyan? Kung ano yung nakikita natin, lalo na sa taong parati nating kasama, mini-mirror natin yon, nagagaya natin. So ano mangyayari kung parati natin criticize, right? Yung partner natin, parati tayong galit sa kanila, parati silang may pagkukulang, parati silang may mali, anong mangyayari? O, they will do the same to us. Kasi nga yung mirror neurons, kaya ganun nga, napansin ko yan sa relationship ko before and siguro kayo napansin nyo din. Na kapag, ayan, binulaga mo yung asawa mo ng negativity, ang babalik sa'yo, negativity din, stress din. So, ang na-realize ko na yung common practice na ganun, that's not the best way to go if we want a harmonious and happy and fulfilling relationship. Oh. And it goes against human nature. Kasi ang napansin ko, tayong humans, we want to feel secure. We want to feel safe. We want to feel that we're not under attack. And napaka-basic yan na human nature. Diba tayo, pati nga brain natin, yung instincts natin, lahat yan designed na mag-survive tayo and part of that is protecting us from danger. Oh, our brain wants us to be safe. So, it really makes sense na that we go with that human nature. Kasi yun nga, humans do best if we are in a safe environment. If we feel safe to be who we are, to express ourselves, right? And if we feel safe, if we feel secure, then we think better. Hindi yung tipong grabe, naka-alarm level lagi tayo. Oh, danger, danger. O, di ba? Protektahan mo sarili mo. Di ba? Sumigaw ka din. O maglagay ka ng wall. Oh. So, if we are in a secure environment, we think better, we respond better. So, mas maayos yung relationship kung parehong parties think and respond better. Right? So, I want to propose a new practice na instead of yung common practice na dun sa negative nagfo-focus na we want to change, we want to fix our partner na napansin natin, no, hindi talaga siya nag-work. Okay, I want to propose this new practice na sobrang nakatulong talaga sa aming mag-asawa, which is what? Focus on enjoying each other. Oh, 'di ba? So what does that mean, enjoying each other? Ibig sabihin niyan, magfo-focus ka sa kung ano yung maganda sa partner mo, kung ano yung mga abilities niya, kung ano yung mga ginagawa niya, na alam mo yun, small things na mga ginagawa niya na overlook mo dati kasi doon ka na sa kulang o sa mali nagfo-focus. And then it also means na na kung kapag may naisip kang mga negative thoughts o kaya naisip mo ulit, gusto ko siyang i-criticize, gusto ka ulit siyang i-blame para tumino, right? Dismiss that kasi the mere fact na yung mga thought na yan na tumatakbo sa isip mo, if you keep thinking about them, you're no longer able to enjoy your partner. Kasi syempre stressful yung thought. Pangit na naman, may evil eye ka na naman na gano'n, no? Di ba gusto mo na naman siyang awayin. And it also means na you let go of assumptions on their motives. Kasi yung common practice, ano, yan, hindi pa nga natin alam yung tunay na nangyari. May mga negative assumptions na tayo, ito kasi yung gusto niyang mangyari, ito yung gusto niyang ma-feel ko, ito yung motibo niya, ito. Nakadalasan, hindi naman yun accurate. Right? So, if we develop the habit of enjoying each other, then, syempre, anong mangyayari nun? Dahil na-enjoy mo siya, o di, nawawala na din yung habit of criticizing. Kasi nakafocus ka doon sa mga positive. Right? And it also means na ikaw, ititrain mo talaga yung sarili mo that you will have a sense of goodwill instead of bad will for your partner. Na kumbaga bibigyan mo siya ng benefit of the doubt. So before ka kumbaga mag-criticize o i-accuse siya of something, 'di ba? Benefit of the doubt. Aalamin mo muna kung ano ang nangyari or kung ano yung intention niya or kung ano yung motive kasi I believe that people want to do their best. Okay? So may maganda silang intention. Yun nga lang tayo na misinterpret natin dahil meron tayong mga negative assumptions na kaagad. So yun nga, always have that sense of goodwill. Oh, yan din yung makakatulong sa atin to understand them, to hear them out, to have compassion for them. Kung nagkamali man sila, we will have more compassion for them. At syempre, yan, part na din yan na mas tatratuhin natin sila how we want to be treated. Pag tayo nagkamali, how do we want to be treated? We want to be treated with forgiveness, with understanding, with compassion. Mas gusto natin na intindihin tayo and give us an opportunity to make things right or to learn. 'Di ba? So ganun din yung gusto nating ibigay sa kanila. It becomes easier to do that when we start with that goodwill. Okay? So ano yung magiging epekto niyan kapag yan nga, nai-enjoy natin sila o pababa ng pababa hanggang sa wala na yung mga negative thoughts and negative assumptions or interpretations sa actions nila. Bumaba na yung, o nawala na yung habit of criticizing, o ano na yan, very positive and pleasant na yung environment and definitely enjoyable for both of you. At eto yan, if you enjoy the person, pag na-enjoy mo yung tao, hindi na nagmamatter yung mga weaknesses nila. Kung ano yung dating mga nakikita mong pagkukulang nila, right? Mistakes, hindi na magmamatter yun kasi bakit? Na-enjoy mo na sila right now. O ano pa ba yung hahanapin mo? I-enjoy na enjoy mo na sila right now. So anong ibig sabihin niyan? It allows you to accept them fully. Fully. As in, lahat. Yung buong pagkatao. Kasi pag natanggap mo na sila, mawawala na din yung desire mo to change them. Di ba alam natin kung gaano kahirap baguhin ang isang tao? Sarili nga natin, nahihirapan na tayong baguhin, ibang tao pa kaya. Nakakos lang yan ng constant stress and conflict kapag binabago natin ang binabago yung isang tao at sila din nafe-feel nila na hindi kasi natin sila tanggap. And that doesn't really create a trusting and open and harmonious relationship. 'Di ba? So, pag na-enjoy na natin yung partner natin o anong mangyayari, hindi na din tayo nababother o hindi na tayo madalas mag-complain o mag-criticize. Yung mga maliliit na bagay, pinapalampas na lang natin. Hindi na tayo nagme-make issue, hindi na natin ginagawa ng istorya or ina-analyze yung mga maliliit na bagay na nakakainis sa atin dati. Oh, diba? So, plus yan, syempre, sino ba naman ang ayaw na makafeel na, na-enjoy ko ang relationship ko. So, it's a very nourishing experience to enjoy the person you're with. But you cannot enjoy the person kung syempre dun tayo sa common practice pa din, kumbaga, ah, yun yung araw-araw natin ginagawa, yung common practice of focusing on what's negative. So ito na nga yung bagong practice. With this new practice of enjoying each other, the other person feels secure. At ikaw then you feel secure kasi siya ang focus niya, i-enjoy ka, then you feel secure, you feel safe. And again, if we are in a safe and secure environment, that brings out the best in us. That brings out the best in your partner. they can be their best self, that they are more open. So they can open up kung ano yung mga kailangan nilang i-express sa iyo at ikaw mas nakikinig ka din. And they cooperate as well. Kasi nga they feel safe. They trust you. Right? At dahil nga meron tayong mirror neurons, ano yung impact niyan kapag tayo syempre ang ini-express natin ay I accept you, I appreciate you, I see you, I hear you, I enjoy you. Mirror neurons na naman. So sila ganun din ang gagawin nila towards us. They're more likely to do the same to you. They listen to you, they understand you, they forgive you, they enjoy you. O, di ba? Sobrang nourishing ng ganong klaseng relationship. At syempre yun naman talaga ang rason, 'di ba, kung bakit tayo pumunta sa relationship na to. Yun yung rason kung bakit tayo nagpakasal. You want to enjoy the relationship. Pero may nagtanong din sa akin, what if there's a real issue that needs to be addressed? Syempre, meron pa din talaga mga kailangan pag-usapan. Okay pa din yan syempre na pag-usapan, mga practical matters na kailangang i-improve. Like for example, kung laging late or maybe workaholic yung asawa mo or maybe merong issue sa pera, yung mga practical matters na yan na nakakaapekto sa relationship or sa family. Siyempre, mga yan, kailangan pag-usapan. But talk about these important matters when you are not in a low mood. Pag di ka galit, pag di ka irritated. Diba? So, wait until you are feeling better before you talk about these important matters. Oh, pag sigurado ka na nandyan na ulit yung goodwill, right? Because if you are in a good place, then you can think better and you can respond better. Oh, siguro na experience mo na yung pareho kayo not in a good mood, pareho kayo galit, and then you talked about an important matter in your relationship. Anong nangyari? Bug, o, di ba? Sabugan. Lalong nagtaasan yung boses. Ayan na, oh. Not productive. Right? So it doesn't work. Because that's not how humans are designed. Diba? Humans are designed to operate in good well-being. Ito nga, kaya nga ito yung pinopropose ko, itong enjoying each other, because it taps into the natural well-being of humans. Okay? So another question na natanggap ko, paano kung ikaw okay ka na, you're not in a low mood na. Paano kung yung partner mo, siya yung nasa bad mood pa din? Syempre yan, we respect that humans have moods. Alright? But I would suggest na tanungin mo siya pag okay yung mood niya, tanungin mo siya, how do you want me to treat you or support you kapag ikaw you're not in a good mood? Tanungin mo siya kasi iba-iba tayo. May mga tao na they want to be left alone. They want you to give them space and a little bit of time para kumalma ng konti. Like me, pag ako galit, hayaan mo muna ako. Huwag mo akong kulitin kasi lalo akong maiirita sa'yo. I need time and space para kumalma. Okay, pero may mga tao din naman na gusto nila, kino-comfort sila, hinahag sila, kinakausap ng kinakausap, pinagsisilbihan. Oh. So tanungin mo yung partner mo. Pero ang napansin ko, walang tao na gusto ninanag ng ninanag, tuloy-tuloy na pinipressure at kinikriticize, especially when they're in a low mood. Okay? People in general, they need someone, especially the one that they're in a relationship with, they need someone who can help them to regain their sense of well-being. And they need someone who wants them to feel secure again. Hindi yung lalong na-threaten sila. Okay, pero kaming mag-asawa yan, nag-agree kami na personal responsibility namin, personal responsibility ko and personal responsibility niya to feel better and to improve and grow as a person and to nurture the relationship. So kumbaga hindi ko responsibilidad na ayusin yung emotions niya. No, kasi it's his emotions, it's his thinking, it's his interpretations and assumptions that led him to feel that way. So responsibilidad niya na i-sort out yan and to kumbaga, feel better as soon as possible. And ganun din ako. Right? So, I hope meron kayong mga nakuhang new insights today. And I really encourage you to try this new approach. Because you have a choice. Either you continue going against human nature and keep focusing on what's wrong with the other person, what's not working, and continue to be stressed and unhappy in your relationship, or you can tap in the natural well-being of each person and provide an environment where they can feel secure and then accept them and enjoy them fully. Okay, and I really hope that you take the second option to enjoy your relationship, to enjoy your significant other. Okay, and if you are game with that new approach that I shared with you today, I am giving you this challenge. From now on, or kahit sa Valentine's, or pick one day, just one day, focus on enjoying your partner for at least one day and see what happens. Pwedeng ikaw muna, i-enjoy mo siya, or you can have this understanding. Ipanood mo sa kanya itong episode na to, that you will only focus on enjoying each other for one day. Okay? And then, observe what happens, and then, do that for a week. And then, another week. Oh, so either one day at a time or one week at a time. And I promise you, this will transform your relationship. Yung tipong araw-araw kinikilig ka, nakasmile kapag tiningnan mo siya, or kapag nagkaroon man ng challenges or issues na kailangang pag-usapan, napakadali nang ma-resolve. Or actually may mga issues na naglalaho na lang. Kasi bakit? Bigla mong nakita na these issues na naiisip ko, they're not really important. Okay, so mas magaan, mas productive yung relationship. If you need support in your relationship, you can book a free consultation. I do one-on-one coaching. I also provide couples coaching para mas maging harmonious and peaceful and fulfilling ang relationship ninyo. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening to Realizations with Clarissa today. I'll be back next week with more well-being, relationship, productivity, and quiet mind tips to help you get the most out of life. For now, please remember to follow and subscribe. Please share the podcast with your friends o kung sino man na alam mo na pwedeng matulungan ng podcast na to. Love you and have a great week.